Why? Alright, it's close enough to Kamen Rider. Let's do this. Time to sweat my ass off. Hello everyone and welcome back to the ShinDMG YouTube channel, where today we're going to be taking a look at Wave 1 of the Power Rangers crossover Godzilla figures. Yes, this is only the first to come from this line, the pinnacle of which is this monster right here, which I can't wait for. We're no stranger to weird Godzilla items here on the channel. In fact, they're some of my favorite pieces of merchandise out there. But Power Rangers is something new for us, something honestly I thought I'd never talk about other than a brief mention. But here we are. My age regression knows no bounds, but just wait, it gets worse. Just wait until I make a review on an actual baby toy that was just too cool to pass up. Anyways, my experience is a little limited. I've mentioned before that I was an obsessor of the Power Rangers SPD series, but other than that, I've never been the biggest fan, to be honest. But the moment I saw these coming down the pipeline, I just knew I had to talk about them. This collab didn't just appear out of thin air because there was a comic series where Godzilla and the Power Rangers collide. Is the comic any good? I'm not sure because I can't be bothered to read it. And by read, I mean look at some pictures. Yeah, I'm that lazy. Each figure is based off a different iconic kaiju. We have Godzilla, Rodan, and one you don't see a lot of merchandise of at all, Anguirus. Or is it Anguinus? Each of these come with a figure, some accessories, and a coin-styled stand that looks awesome. Let's take a closer look at the Godzilla Ranger to start. This one in particular is the one I was looking forward to the least, actually. In my opinion, it's the least inspired of the bunch. The dorsal plates on the back are a nice touch though. For accessories, it comes with who cares, who cares, who cares, ooh! Like I said, these stands are really awesome. Anyways, back to the figure itself, the paintwork here gets the job done, and despite its price, it doesn't feel cheap. But again, this one was my least favorite of the bunch, to be sure. Is it Godzilla or is it Reptar from Rugrats? That's more of the fault of the design than the figure itself, so I can't get too mad. But how does it pose? We have a swivel at the ankle, a double jointed bend at the knee, a ball joint at the leg allowing for a decent a swivel at the shoulder that can do a full 360, a soft ratcheted bend and swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, and one last swivel at the neck. As a complete package, you can't beat this value, for these being priced about $15 a pop, but it only gets better from here. Alright, here comes Anguinus. Comes with a who cares? Ooh, shiny! But all joking aside, the staff this one comes with is actually pretty cool. And that can be said for the figure itself as well, because this one is truly the standout figure for me. You just don't see Anguirus merch nowadays, and this one in particular is so unique. Its design lends itself perfectly to morph into some strange Power Ranger abomination. From the shell details to the helmet, it all just works. Alright, on to Dracula.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, these accessories again aren't that special, but that's coming from a non-Power Ranger fan. But the figure itself is actually pretty cool. There's a lot of detail packed into these wings even though they don't pose whatsoever. The helmet here looks like Rodan if you know your stuff, but to the uninitiated, I guarantee they would say it's supposed to be a vampire or something. But hey, I know I may sound negative here, but I'm honestly really happy with these figures. I love these bizarre crossovers. If you don't believe me, I'll leave a link below to a video where I take a look at all sorts of weird Godzilla stuff. And this won't be the last oddity. There's a set of Ninja Turtle crossover figures for me to review, sequel waves of both those and these figures as well. Wait, we're gonna get a Baragon Ranger? Baragon? Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm feeling a little hungry. Oh, fuck! Hey everyone, just a small PSA. There was a crossover a couple months ago between Sonic and Godzilla in Sonic Rumble. You can unlock Godzilla and Rodan after a not too tedious grind and enjoy a custom level where you have to survive while the Big G tries to annihilate you and anyone else that gets in its way. It honestly was some of the most fun I've had playing a mobile game in recent memory, and that says a lot because I'm a Godzilla Battle Line obsessor. I'm mentioning this because with all of these crossovers lately, I'd love to see some sort of Godzilla and Sonic crossover merchandise, but I guess I'll have to settle for Transformers.